I always ask people, don't eat Chinese. The Gen Z people are into this Chinese fried rice and all. Please avoid it because it's actually affecting your reproductive system as well as you're disturbing the thyroid. Rishabh Pant now, I knew him before his accident, 2022 ka accident. After the accident, he came to me after 5 to 6 months and the first line when we went on a Zoom call was like, Shweta, मैं थोड़ा सा भी कुछ भी नहीं खा पा रहा हूँ and I cannot even walk for just even 1 minute. So हमने पूरा सब medications पहले बंद करवाए. Then second, I started a khichdi diet with him. In Ayurveda, khichdi is like a superfood for healing the body. I can bet you with khichdi diet I can give you washboard abs also.
विटामिन डी की इतनी प्रॉब्लम क्यों है इंडिया में जबकि इतनी सनलाइट है? व्हाट आर सम ऑफ द वेज थ्रू व्हिच आई कैन नेचुरली इंक्रीज माय विटामिन डी?
हमें ऐसे बोला गया है कि हमें सनलाइट से विटामिन डी मिलता है, बट दैट्स रॉन्ग. हमें सनलाइट के विटामिन डी के पैकेट्स नहीं मिलते कि हमारे बॉडी में विटामिन डी होता है. प्लीज डोंट स्टॉप योर घी और कोकोनट ऑयल इन योर डाइट. दैट विल हेल्प यू टू एक्चुअली पुल अप योर विटामिन डी.
Shweta Shah, an accomplished nutritionist of 18 years, has crafted diets for some of the biggest celebrities such as Deepika Padukone, Katrina Kaif, Rakulpreet Singh, Urvashi Rautela, Sakshi Dhoni, Gautam Gambhir, Harbhajan Singh, among others.
Deepika is somebody who wants a sustainable diet. She's not into all these fancy diets. She's a typical South Indian. She'll call, Shweta, ye sab mat de. Just give me my typical kind of a rice rasam kind of a diet.
She channels her expertise through her venture Eat Fit 24/7, where she curates personalized programs and shares her vast knowledge on sustaining a healthy lifestyle.
The multigrain attas, they make the rotis with jawar, wheat and sattu, or maybe oats, wheat and sattu. If you're mixing everything, there's a confusion in the digestive system. So it leads to incomplete digestion.
Her unwavering commitment and expertise of Ayurvedic nutrition has made her one of the most sought after and trusted celebrity nutritionists of our times.
Typical household, what I have seen people is having a lot of oats. According to Ayurveda, oats is like a yavak. That means it is very dry, it's very sugary, it's very starchy. Over the years, your system will become dry. Second typical mistake is the poha. Poha is very difficult to digest, so it may lead to constipation, piles, acidity. The third mistake which we observe among the working professionals is the smoothie. You cannot mix a fruit with the milk. It has to be eaten alone, always. They even juice the fruit, which is typically very wrong. Sugar is not unhealthy. It's been called as a villain.
हनी को गर्म पानी में भी नहीं डालना चाहिए और हनी को गर्म चाय में भी नहीं डालना चाहिए.
बिल्कुल भी नहीं. People feel I'm drinking healthy green teas, but these teas from a tea bag is really not healthy because the tea bags are made from microplastics and nanoplastics, which may disrupt your thyroid functions, your reproductive system.
So research tells us that 55% of Indians are not getting enough sleep. What are some of the natural remedies that I can do to have a good sleep cycle?
The first thing is get exposed to the sun, 20 minutes. I've seen people eating fruits during the dinners. Avoid fruits after 5 o'clock. Whenever you get your periods, 15 days before, start having banana. Banana is excellent to take care of the muscle cramp.
In this physical wellness episode of Body to Being podcast, we extend a warm welcome to Ms. Shweta Shah to share her path-breaking insights on diet and nutrition.
Yeah. There is one crow that is, I think, he's just watching you all. He's not even going away. And whenever you are talking, ma'am, he's talking with you. Okay.
तो चले वाला आगे बढ़े कि स्टार्ट करें? ओके.
What does Katrina Kaif or Deepika Padukone's diet look like?
Okay, now we start with Katrina first.
Okay.
Right? I'll be very happy to be called as a go-to nutritionist for Katrina because what I have seen in her is like she observes her body a lot. She understands her body a lot. She's not a typical who blindly follows you or blindly follows what the internet is saying. She is somebody who, wants the answer for everything. And she understands the food as the medicine, the energetic qualities that the food has on her body. She wants to know that first rather than, going into weight loss or inch loss or anything of that sort. Now, initially, now because she knows her body well and understands it well, she only comes to me, asks me about certain alternatives, or maybe iron source kya hai, or kaun se juice le sakte hai. You know, she talks about that.
So when you say
But
energy, what energy?
The
are we
energetic
talking
qualities of the food.
about? Okay.
Like if why I'm giving you jeera, what is the quality of the jeera, what it will do to me, or
Okay.
even 1 teaspoon, half teaspoon, you know, that all that she wants to learn and know more about it, you know. But typically with respect to her body, she is a follower of Ayurveda. She loves Ayurveda, and she even follows few rituals, Ayurvedic self-care rituals like oil pulling and Shatpauli, that is 100 steps that you take after the lunch and dinner, some nasal cleansing and all. Uh, Initially, when she was typically with me for 2-3 months, at that time the typical diet that she followed, I would like to share with you, is like she was a pith body,
Okay.
right? So as a pith body, we have to give her cooling foods. So she, as till date, she's into black raisins and chewing of fennel seeds, and then ashgod juice is a compulsory for her. If it is not available, some mint and coriander kind of an avla juice. And she is a girl who have only 2 meals a day. She is not a 2 hourly kind of person who keeps on eating, you know. And she always, even being a celebrity, I always find that she always clings to a ghar ka khana. Though she opts for an Asian and an Indian cuisine,
Okay.
but she always wants that ghar ka khana. She carries with her, even with her busy schedule, she has got her own set of crew that always takes care of khana. And she's somebody who will eat the same kind of food. She's not into typical ye khana hai. Then her rituals, her lifestyle is like she sleeps early, wakes up early.
So she just wanted a general maintenance plan from you,
No,
or was it a
initially,
specific
initially
target?
we did fat percentage, like
Okay.
a fat loss and thing.
Okay.
In fact, we actually tried to clean her, and she was into a clean eating and organic eating. She wanted to do that because of her pith body. Eventually, as you know, the byproduct is weight loss. Once you are actually cleaning the body, sinking all the elements in the body. So the fat loss, weight loss just happened. You know, we were not into the weight loss and fat loss, but yes, cleansing the body, cleansing all the channels is what she was actually looking for.
And Deepika?
Deepika is somebody who, wants a sustainable diet. She's not into all these fancy diets, you know, and she's a typical South Indian. Even if I try to give her like a broccoli pancake or some noodles or something, then third day she'll call, Shweta, ye sab mat de. Just give me my typical kind of a rice rasam kind of a diet. And if you can revolve your decoctions or something which will help me to, you know, take care of it. And she is blessed with a nice, very high metabolism.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, very high metabolism.
So weight loss
And
is not a problem.
Weight loss is never a problem for her, but yes, fat loss was. So we normally only focused on the fat percentage that time, and she had come during her shadi, that's her marriage time. So our goal was mostly her skin and hair, and again cleansing the body. See, these celebrities are now towards a natural cleansing way, you know, to just cleanse the body, to be more energetic, you know, to have good refreshed, rejuvenated kind of a body is what she was looking at. Weight loss again was not a problem, but yes, little fat percentage, 3-4% is what we had actually targeted. Deepika is again a high metabolism. Every 2 hourly, she wants every 2 hour kind of a food. So I tried to manage 60-70% of food diet and 30-40% of a liquid diet, you know, because every time we can't eat. So, and she used to always keep herself hydrated. She was really a typical follower, but being a celebrity, I should say she's very grounded, you know, and she would not love to waste her food. If I say 1 week I'll give a kodo millet and next week I would love to change the millets, you know. So like, Shweta, let's finish that barley, and then whatever you wish to go
That's why you
ahead
say
with.
sustainable.
And sustainable diet, exactly. And it's like she is not a kind ki waste the food. Acha kuch bhi aa jayega, kuch bhi hum kar lenge. No. She wants to be perfect, finish it off, and then go to the next level, next stage. She's a typical common girl. Don't consider her like a, you know, big celebrity. No, I never felt that vibe in her. She's really like us.
That also shows she's very poised when she talks, when she interacts with people.
Yes.
She's very sedate, very poised.
Yes, she is a typical Vata and a Kapha Prakriti, you know.
What is the Vata? What is
Yes.
the Kapha? What is
So
the Pitta?
you know, right? So there are these 5 elements, that is air, water, fire, space, and earth in the universe. The whole universe is made up of. We are made up of. Even our mobiles, pens are all made up of these 5 elements. Like the thumb rule of Ayurveda is to actually sync these elements in the body. If it is imbalanced, try to balance it, and that's it. You are the healthiest body. So these 5 elements actually come together and make 3 doshas, that is Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. These are the pillars of Ayurveda that actually keeps you going. They are the pillars of the health. Now, if you talk about, so I always believe that, you know, you should know the Prakriti. You should know your own Prakriti, your body type, your own body composition. You know your blood group, right? So if you're A positive, doctor will not give you B positive blood,
Correct.
obviously. So if you're a Vata Prakriti, you should avoid the foods that is going to aggravate it and try to incorporate foods that will pacify the Vata. This is what I always ask my clients and make them understand, make them you know, their own nutritionist, make them observe and study their own body, is what is I would prefer them to actually know, rather than jumping from non-nutritionist to another and you still don't know what your body type is.
Sure. So when
You
you,
know?
said Vata, how do I
Yes.
identify
Yes.
as myself or
Yes.
someone being a Vata Prakriti?
Yeah, so certain characteristics which actually I ask my people, like Vata people are something, they have a air quality. जैसे air एक जगह पे थमती नहीं है, वो लोग एक जगह पे थमते नहीं है. They always keep on moving
like
from
a
one
type A
place.
personality?
Yeah. So they always keep on moving from one place to another. They will not sit at one place. They need work, you know, all the time. There are 10 things going around
Yeah,
in their
overthinking.
mind. Overthinkers. Yes, but they are introvert also. They love to travel a lot. They talk also a lot, and that's the reason they have a lot of sweet cravings, you know. But when the air element goes imbalance, then what happens is like they suffer from a lot of indigestion issues like gas, bloating. They also suffer from
Mental issues,
many,
no?
yeah. They can easily go into anxiety
Depression.
and depressions. Easily they can go into, you know, and these people also have joint pains and muscle pain, future disease. If you're not taking care of it right now, future में आपको arthritis, joint pains,
अच्छा.
typical pains, muscle pain हो सकते हैं. So now we go to the Pitta. The
Yeah.
characteristics of the Pitta. These people are basically very hot-headed. गुस्सा बहुत जल्दी आ जाता है उनको. But at the same time, they are very joyous. They are very enthusiastic. They are very social. They are the hero of the group. You know, there are certain people whom we want to take them for the parties and all, and but they have a leadership and a commanding kind of attitude. You know, these people always eat every 2 hours because their metabolism is very high.
Which is why
high.
they're also
So they-
prone to acidity and things like that. no?
Exactly. So if they go imbalance, there is a lot of acidity. They eat also very fast. So we have to, you know, bring them down. And उनको ना, if 2 hourly में उनको भूख लगती है, we always advise कि please आप 1.5 hour में ही खा लो. Otherwise they become very hangry. You know,
Achha,
that's
hungry
the
plus
typical
angry.
hungry plus angry. So they become very angry. And if they go imbalance, as we spoke about the acne, pimples, skin issues are because of the Pitta Prakriti. A lot of urinary tract infections is because of Pitta Prakriti.
Too much heat.
Yes, too much heat inside the body. That's it. They may also suffer from a lot of diarrhea issues if there's too much of heat inside the body.
And Kapha?
And Kapha people are very complacent, very elephant-like. उनको कितना भी poke करो, criticize करो, उनको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. You know, they are like very, very sluggish metabolism. ऐसे नहीं बोलते कि मैं सिर्फ हवा भी खा लूँगी, I'll put on weight. So they are these people. Vata is somebody who will not put on weight very
They're
easily.
thin, no? Vata
They're very
people
thin, very thin. But Kapha is somebody who will put on weight very quickly.
And
you
what
know?
about Pitta?
And Pitta is they can lose also very fast. They can put on also very
And they're
fast.
usually well built, no, the Pitta?
Well built. Yes, muscular. If they go imbalanced, then there is a lot of water retention in them. They put on weight very quickly, and they keep on sleeping a lot. You know,
Kapha.
they just Kapha people always sleep a lot of. Whenever, anytime, wherever they can sleep. It's that, and to wake them up is very difficult. These are Kapha people. You know, we have seen many people. कितना भी उनको उठाओ उठते नहीं है. So these are Kapha people. Yes, these are the characteristics.
And talking about some celebrities such as Rishabh Pant, Harbhajan Singh, can you tell me about their
See,
diet?
Rishabh Pant, now, I knew him before his accident, 2022 ka accident. I knew him 2 years before that. So I
Okay.
knew him typically how his lifestyle was, what he eats and everything. But after the accident, he came to me after 5 to 6 months. And the first line when we went on a Zoom call was like, Shweta, मैं थोड़ा सा भी कुछ भी नहीं खा पा रहा हूँ. And I cannot even walk for just even 1 minute. You can understand the mental state of an athlete that he's not able to walk and there is no energy. All right. So the first thing that we did, he blindly trust me. So that is the biggest forte, that he really blindly trust me. So हमने पूरा सब medications पहले बंद करवाए. That was the first, and he really stopped it. Okay. Then second, I started a khichdi diet with him. In Ayurveda, khichdi is like a superfood for healing the body. Everybody, people feels, you know, when you are in a hospital or a sick people, we have a khichdi diet. But for me, even with the healthy people or a muscular people, I first start with a khichdi diet, and I can bet you, with khichdi diet, I can give you washboard abs also. That is what we have really gained it, you know. And
That is so unlike, because खिचड़ी को कभी भी हम six pack ab या फिर you know washboard ab से associate ही नहीं करते, और आप यहाँ कह रहे हैं that it is possible.
Yes, it is possible, because it's a typical high quality protein diet for a vegetarian, because the cereal and the dal, when they mix together, they compensate with each other's amino acids. So they become a first class protein for a vegetarian.
So what is an ideal way to make a khichdi?
So the typical khichdi way, you know, you always have to mix the rice with the dal, and I always ask people to have easy to digestible kind of rice, like kolam rice or a sona masuri rice, not a typical brown rice, which is again a basmati rice.
What is the problem with basmati rice?
Basmati rice, they are very refined, polished and all. You know,
Even
it's
if
very,
it is a brown rice.
Yes, even brown rice, agar aap dekhoge na, it's not that mota rice. Typically, what we get are always a basmati rice. So I'll always, and they're very difficult to digest also. So khichdi is something why we give, because it gets easily digested. So the body has time to actually clean your body also. You know, it's not always digestion. So with the khichdi diet, again, let's go back to the panth. So with the khichdi diet, 50% of my things were solved, because now he started eating it. He started eating his food, right? Then the second thing was inflammation. The second step was inflammation. So we started with various kinds of decoctions, like lemon shots and black raisins and black pepper, gond katira for his recovery of bones and all. So we started that. Inflammation again was sorted in 15-20 days. And then the only goal was strength and energy. Right? So we started giving him plans. His typical food was back, and this is how now you can see from his Insta stories that skyrocket energy, and his weight loss, inch loss, everything is happening wonderfully.
So you, in a way, helped him heal.
Yes.
Through a khichdi diet predominantly.
Yes, very much. I only believe in khichdi diet rather than anything else. Trust me on this. And you get all the nutrients out of it.
So Shweta ji, next is a topic that you and I both are looking forward to, which is on Virudh Ahar, or incompatible foods.
Yes.
And I know a lot of people are looking forward to this conversation, because even when I do something called the Yogic Food Program, the first thing that people ask me is that you tell me about Virudh Ahar or incompatible foods. So you're the guru of this. I want to know from you, what are some of the classic mistakes that people make when they eat food or when they combine food? So let's start with some common breakfast mistakes that people make.
Yes. So the typical household, what I have seen people is having a lot of oats. Okay. Now, it is not a superfood the way the marketers have marketed. According to Ayurveda, oats is like a yavak. That means it is very dry, it's very sugary, it's very starchy. So for a weight loss period of time, you definitely have oats. But एक बार weight loss हो जाता है, inch loss हो जाता है, fat loss हो जाता है, I would recommend not to use it, because over the years, your system will become dry. So, and dry, dehydrated system is not good for a healthy body, right? So, one typical mistake that people do is with oats. Second typical mistake is the poha. You may feel, I'm not saying poha is not a good breakfast. I'm saying it is good, but it is good for people who have very good digestion and whose lifestyle is very active. Because poha is very difficult to digest, so it may lead to constipation, piles, acidity. People don't notice it.
I notice it very starkly in my system.
Yes, so that is what people need to know and observe each and every food. Just because everybody is doing all, I will also do it. No, that's wrong. You need to really see. The third mistake which we observe among the working professionals is the smoothie. What they mix is fruits and milk and various veggies and some nuts and all. So in Ayurveda, it is called as a incompatible food. That is the Virudh Ahar. All right, you cannot mix a fruit with the milk, and fruit ka rule ek hi hai, it has to be eaten alone always. All right, they even juice the fruit, which is
Yes.
typically very wrong, because agar for example also if I want to do an orange juice, you take 4 oranges,
Yes.
whereas you can't eat 4 oranges,
Absolutely.
right? Because yahan you are straining the juice, the fiber is gone, and it's fermenting and rotting, and then vicious circle of gas acidity and bloating. So we don't allow people to have smoothies.
So
Even
fruit
I want to
milkshake is bad, banana
Exactly.
milkshake is bad, mango
yes,
milkshake
I
is
wanted
bad.
to tell all the mothers, कि उनके साथ साथ तो
हाँ.
बच्चों को भी banana milkshake, fruit
Exactly,
milkshake, strawberry
हाँ.
milkshake. So yeah, so these are the typical mistakes what I'm observing in the breakfast, and so I would
What about
advise.
makhana?
Makhana is like a snacky options, but again, when
Okay.
I say makhana, I've always observed that they are very starchy and they bloat you. In certain prakritis, it will definitely bloat you. So I don't allow them to eat makhanas during my consultations. I allow them to have jawar puffs or even rice puffs.
The reason I asked you this for breakfast is because at least at one point I had my father जो खाली पेट पहले सुबह मखाना खाते थे. For something, I don't know what that was. So many people do this, right? Empty
खाली पेट हम
stomach.
कुरमुरा खाते हैं.
मखाना भी खाते हैं ना कुछ लोग?
I am not aware of it, frankly
Okay.
speaking, but yes, there is a property जहाँ खाली पेट हम अगर कुरमुरा हैंडफुल खा लेते हैं,
Okay.
तो आपकी पूरे दिन की पूरे रात की जो एसिडिक वैल्यू है वो पूरा सेटल हो जाता
Is
है.
that true?
Very true.
Okay.
But not with makhana. I've never heard about makhana, nor have tried makhana.
Okay.
But makhana definitely as a snack item,
Okay.
it's bloating people.
Okay.
Nowadays, maybe the way it is made or what it is, but yes, it is bloating.
So what are some of the ideal breakfast options that you suggest?
Yes, I suggest ragi kanji and rice kanji. These are my hot favorite ones for the breakfast. Second is certain kinds of millets like jawar upama le lo ya ragi ki idli le lo, something of that kind. Or maybe a sattvic bowl wherein you have a cooked rice or a quinoa with some veggies, with a dollop of ghee and some cilantro parsley. It becomes a one pot meal. And the fourth option is the dalia upama. That also is a very good start.
Okay.
For the
No
breakfast.
parathas, na?
No, I would not prefer
Yeah.
parathas
Okay.
because too much of, you need to divide the
Sure.
various food groups.
Sure,
So,
sure.
yeah.
Okay, interesting. Let's come to lunch now. What are some of the common mistakes that people make during lunch, and also some Virudh Ahar combinations that people have?
So Virudh Ahar means it is like, Virudh means opposite, Ahar is food. So when you mix two food together, it gives a negative effect on the health. Individually, if you're eating, they are good. But there are certain combinations, like there are almost 103 combinations which is going against the health. Okay. Out of that, the typical ones which I have observed is the urad dal, that is the dahi vada. Urad dal is the king of the dal. It is always needs to be had, alone. मजबूरी में अगर तुम्हें खाना भी पड़े तो दही को हम गरम करके खाते हैं.
अच्छा.
But I would prefer still not to use urad dal. In fact, I ask all the mothers to please make the dahi vadas with the moong dal and dahi. So this is number one Virudh Ahar which I've observed. Second is rice and vinegar. Nowadays, all the Gen Z people are into this Chinese fried rice and all.
Yeah.
Please avoid it because
Acha.
it's actually affecting your reproductive system as well as your disturbing the thyroid. All right. Third is the fish and the milk, or the fish with ghee and rice. That's a typical biryani. Not even fish, like say meat and rice and ghee. It's a typical biryani. It actually slows down your digestion.
कुछ लोग तो
कभी
मछली को दूध में पकाते हैं.
That is a very bad Virudh Ahar combination. So that also you have to avoid. In fact, you should cook fish in a coconut milk. That will work. But again, I would tell
And no
about,
dahi also, no?
No dahi. No
Fish
dahi.
should never be combined with dahi
Combined
also.
with dahi, not milk. So that is what. So lunch में भी कभी ना लोग rice and fish curry बना देते, which I would prefer not to do it because that's going to slow down your digestion.
Okay.
Every food needs to come out in just 2.5 hours. It
Okay.
shouldn't stay in your
Correct.
system.
Yes.
And when you eat biryani, you always go off to sleep. पूरी energy body की लग जाती है उसको निकालने में, डाइजेशन करने में. सो वो आपको बोलता है भाई आप सो जाओ ताकि मैं पूरा एनर्जी मेरा इसको डाइजेस्ट करने में लगा देती हूँ. अदरवाइज कोई भी कुछ फूड खाएंगे तो आपको एनर्जी मिलनी चाहिए. यू शुड रियली फील एनर्जेटिक. बट विथ बिरयानी एंड ऑल द रॉन्ग कॉम्बिनेशन फूड्स, इट विल drain you. And the most important which I have observed is honey. Mixing it in the hot water, or maybe nowadays in your tea or coffee, or using it cookies and cakes, thinking that it is a healthy dessert.
Yes.
But that's very wrong because honey in Ayurveda is used as a medicine. Okay, so अगर आप उसको हीट करते हो तो उसमें जो डेलिकेट एंजाइम्स होते हैं वो alter हो जाते हैं, and then it reduces the effectiveness, the therapeutic effectiveness of honey, and even it produces a lot of toxin in the body, so the mucus lining increases. That is the reason we say no to honey. Don't eat honey.
हनी को गर्म पानी में भी नहीं डालना
नहीं,
चाहिए और हनी
बिल्कुल
को
भी
गर्म
नहीं।
चाय में भी नहीं डालना
बिल्कुल
चाहिए।
भी नहीं, ना ही आपके डिजर्ट्स में डालना है, कुकीज में डालना है।
पर ठंडे होने के बाद डाल सकते हैं।
ठंडे होने, you have to have honey in the raw form.
Okay.
Yeah, ठंडे होने के बाद you can definitely
Okay.
use
So no chicken biryani. Chicken biryani would
no,
be a
no
virudahar.
meat, no meat biryani. No meat biryani. So no chicken biryani,
But let's
no
say I'm
fish
not
biryani.
having raita with the biryani.
Then again, chicken is not good with the rice as well as the ghee.
So
It
no
needs to
chicken
have
biryani,
separate-
no fish biryani, no any non-veg, mutton biryani,
नहीं,
nothing.
कुछ भी नहीं.
Okay.
No.
ठीक है. So we've talked about honey, we've talked about biryani, then comes?
Then rice, then honey, urad dal, and the fruits and the milk. These are the typical common virudahars which I have seen
Got it.
among the people.
So what are some of the classic lunch mistakes that people make?
What I've observed among Gen Zs are that they have a lot of cokes.
Yes.
You know, ठंडा पानी अपने lunch के साथ लेते हैं. So basically it is like putting ice cold water on a campfire. तो क्या हो जाएगा, fire एकदम बुझ जाएगा. वैसे ही आप अगर ठंडा पानी लेते हैं, पूरा अपना digestive fire बुझ जाती है, and that is the reason the digestion is not happening. So that is the biggest mistake that people are doing. So the second mistake what I've observed is that again the multigrain atas, you know, they make the rotis with jawar, wheat and sattu, or maybe oats, wheat and sattu. It shouldn't be done that way, because every flour has its unique qualities. It has got its taste, it has got its post digestive effects. So we need to not mix everything. If you're mixing everything, there's a confusion in the digestive system. So it
Very
leads to incomplete digestion.
So multi-cereal grain ही problematic है. You
Yes.
should not have multi-cereal
Never.
grain in your diet.
Seven grain atta
हाँ,
or a
हाँ,
multigrain
हाँ.
atta. You should never have it. In fact, what you should do is weekly अपना atta change करो.
अच्छा.
So that it you know leads to good microflora in the gut. You know, so 1 week have jwari, second week have ragi, third week have bajra, fourth week you just have rice. Do it that way so that you get varieties, and this is how the microflora also flourish.
Got
But
it.
don't mix the attas. That's wrong. So these are the two typical things which I normally observe.
Sure. Let's come to the snacks, evening snacks.
The biggest one, processed foods. Everybody knows processed foods are
Yes.
very bad. The packaged foods are very bad. But I want to also make them think that if they are on the shelf life for 6 months, they have preservatives in them.
Correct.
So just see how active they can be in your intestine and gut also. It is very difficult to digest the packaged and the processed foods. So please stop your processed foods. Second,
2-minute noodles.
never. Obviously, वो तो जरा भी नहीं. 2-minute noodles, because it's again made up of maida and the refined flour. They are so refined. They are refined that they're thinner than your hair. It then leaks into the gut, which again gets into the leaky gut syndrome. वो चिपक जाता है अपने intestine पे. So whatever other foods you're eating is not better absorbed. That's the reason we stop having refined foods. The other snack option, which I feel that people feel I'm drinking healthy green teas, but these teas from a tea bag is really not healthy, because the tea bags are made from microplastics and nanoplastics and various zinc and mercury and lead, which may lead to various other, may disrupt your thyroid functions, your reproductive system, may drain you also. In fact, when you're drinking a cup of tea, you're actually drinking a cup of dangerous substances in the body. It may also lead to cancer. So I would always ask my clients to have good homemade herbal teas made up of lemongrass, ginger mint, or an apple cinnamon tea. If at all you want to buy some dried flowers like hibiscus and dandelion tea, all that is rich in antioxidants, and this is actually going to help you with your skin and hair and all the other issues. These are the two typical things which I've observed. In fact, for your snacks, you should always rely on certain kind of good fats like almonds and walnuts, a trail mix of nuts and seeds, or maybe the best combination for every woman, for every mothers. You should always make it a habit for your child right from puberty till menopause. If they're having this combo, which is roasted chana, little ghee and jaggery.
Okay.
Amazing combination.
Achha.
I bet you will never have any uterus related problem. Because nowadays you see fertility.
Yes,
Kitna
oh my
issue
God,
hai.
yeah.
1 in 8 couples are suffering from a lot of infertility issues. They're very frustrated, they're very worried. In fact, all is going towards a lifestyle.
Fertility, you have uterine issues. आजकल कितना period related issues, cramping issues हो रहा है, dysmenorrhea.
Yes.
And hysterectomy, uterus removal.
Uterus removal. It's
कहाँ
very
सुनने
common.
को-
पहले नहीं था.
हाँ.
अभी तो हर third, fourth girl, this is the problem. कि हमें uterus remove करना है, you know. It's
Ovarian
that way.
cancer.
Ovarian cancer. Everything is there. It's a problem. That's the reason. You know, right from the beginning, you need to really focus on your uterus health. And all is lifestyle factors because you don't move, you eat all the packaged foods, and especially I always say, please avoid Chinese when you are outside. Chinese is the worst thing that is actually creating a lot of problems. So
Why
please
do you say
avoid.
that?
I always believe that Chinese के जो sauces रहते हैं, the vinegars, and there's so much of wrong combination in the Chinese cuisines that you should really avoid it. Gut feeling होता है ना कभी कि इतने सारे cuisines है, but Chinese is something very typical which I've always, when I have to talk to you, I go back to what the bachpan was and I go back to what your lifestyle was. I've always observed person with scanty periods, more periods, it's always linked to more of eating of Chinese foods.
अच्छा.
This is my research. I'm not saying it has been printed anywhere, but एक खुद की भी एक gut feeling रहती है, एक observation रहती है कि this is what I have figured it out. I always ask people, don't eat Chinese food.
Also, since you talked about nuts and trail mixes, should we soak the nuts?
Yes.
Why?
Very much. Two reasons. पहले तो nuts के ऊपर जो phytic acid रहता है, we need to remove it. What is phytic acid? It is a nature's gift for the nut to preserve its nutrition. So जब भी हम खाना उसको खाते हैं तो उसका nutrition हमें मिलेगा नहीं because it has been protected by it. So we soak it for 8 to 10 hours so that the phytic acid goes into the water. So never drink the water. But yes, you just have to chew the nuts.
Should we remove the peel?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It again depends upon the prakriti of the person.
Okay.
All right, and what we are looking at. The second one is with the nuts, we always say, whenever you sow a seed, it will grow only if you water it and it has got a proper air and all. So if you soak the seeds, it will come into life. Otherwise, it's not going to grow. It's not going to come
Correct.
into life. It
Yes.
will become active only when
Yes.
you're soaking it.
Correct.
So to bring it into prana or into life, you need to soak them.
Got it. Let's come to dinner. What are some of the wrong mistakes?
Yeah. So dinner mein, since we all are, influenced by the Western dinners, so people try to have more of raw salads during the dinner
Yes.
with too much of cauliflower and broccoli and cabbage, which are very difficult to digest. So wo ek avoid karna hai. I've seen people eating fruits during the dinners. In fact, fruits has got active enzymes which will keep you awake. So please avoid fruits after 5 o'clock. And even fruits will give you a glucose spike. तो हमें रात को क्यों glucose spike करना है? Because वो तो हम use नहीं करने वाले वो energy. तो obviously it will be converted into fat, and that's the reason you may think that I'm eating fruits and I'm eating less calories, but you're actually depositing fat if you're having fruits at night. Now the third is the starchy foods like pizzas, pastas and all, which is again going to slow down the digestion. इतना heavy food dinner में खाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. Dinner is something that it has to be like a chota packet, bigger dhamaka. So it has to be like, again, my favorite, a khichdi. Dinner is something like it has to be a khichdi with a kadhi, or a millet khichdi with a kadhi, or maybe a horse gram broth, which is again that's a kullit. It's an unforgettable pulse, but it's very energetic, very nutritive, and it's a one-pot meal. I normally try to revolve my dinner around these.
So my next question is around fasting. A dying trend, unfortunately, but still very prevalent in India because a lot of mature audience is still following fasting largely. In Ayurveda, for example, fasting is known as Langana Param Aushadham. It is the ultimate medicine. I want to know from you the importance of fasting. What are some of the mistakes that people make during fasting, and what is the ideal food that you should have when you are fasting?
Okay. So first we start with why do we fast? So fasting basically कैसे start होता है कि जैसे नवरात्रि बोलते हैं, रमादान बोलते हैं, पूरे ईयर में 2 बार आता है. Even Rishi Munis that time knew that when there is a change in the season, at that time we need to do fasting. Okay, because the end of the season, there's a lot of accumulation of mucus and toxins. So we need to clean it so that you can get adjusted to the new season. This is the main thing that the Rishi Munis with respect to हाँ नवरात्रा कर लो या ये कर लो, तो उनका वो main aim था कि भाई आपका cleaning हो जाए, because fasting is the best ultimate thing to clean the system. That's
Correct.
the reason the fasting started. Now, the major fasting mistakes that what I am observing is like instead of that simple foods which was there long back, now they have been replaced by the sugary, unrefined, internet researched kind of recipes, wherein they are making potato fries and, there's a kheer and buckwheat dosas and wraps and all. And it is actually loading the system rather than, fasting is something wherein you need to eat very soft and very few things so that the body can actually cleanse the system rather than digesting. But right now, people are eating every 2 hours like something or the other, and they are loading the system and the digestion is not happening. So cleaning to dur ki baat hogi. But with the Gen Zs, these fasting concept is not prevalent, right?
Yes.
But they have been influenced by the intermittent fasting.
Yes.
But the three biggest mistake what they do with intermittent fasting, they don't go by the position of the sun. In Ayurveda, it is when the sun is, you eat when the sun is up and you stop eating when the sun is down, right? But they don't follow this. What they follow is 2 to 10 ka, 2 to 11, window, or 3 to 9 window, or
What
something
is
of
this
that.
window?
2 p.m.
Typical?
2 p.m. Okay, the typical window is like when the sun rises and when the sun sets, depending upon the season, like summer and winter and all. But these Gen Zs, they follow their own windows.
Achha.
They are like खुद से ही हाँ मुझे 2 बजे मैं 10 बजे खाना खाया तो they'll calculate their 16 hours
Achha.
and they start with the 2 o'clock thing. But that is a biggest mistake that they do because intermittent fasting, the rule is go with the circadian rhythm. The second is mistake that they do, they have a very heavy dinner, wherein heavy dinner is always to be avoided. And they feel that 16 hour का fasting करना है तो ज़्यादा dinner, बड़ा dinner कर लेते so that I'll be able to survive. The third biggest mistake is that there's the 12 to 2 ka window, wherein that is the lunch time. The sun is at its peak. So the digestive fire is at its peak, and so the digestion happens. So during the lunch has to be heavy. The lunch has to be heavy so that it digests everything. So these are the 3 mistakes which people do during intermittent fasting. And even I want to say that fasting is not for everyone. This intermittent fasting.
Okay.
It depends upon the prakriti. Right? If you're a Vata person and if you have a lot of gas and bloating, then please fast only for 8 to 10 hours. Body will not allow you to fast for 16 hours. With the Pitta prakriti, there's a lot of acidity. Then you fast only for 10 to 12 hours. And Kapha people, आप 16 hours के 18 hours के 24 hour fasting भी कर सकते हो आराम से, वो हो जाएगा.
Metabolism slow.
Metabolism. But again, study your body, know your prakriti and follow it accordingly. Ideal fasting foods, if you tell me, the first are the fruits.
Okay.
Okay, they give you a lot of vitamins and minerals. And second is the dairy, but that is the curd and the buttermilk, which acts like a probiotic.
Correct.
Thirds are the herbal teas, like fennel tea or something that keeps you calm during the fasting hours. Fourth is water. Typically, people forget drinking water. That the main part that you actually need to have during fasting to flush out all the toxins. And the fifth one is a whole cereals like your Rajgira and buckwheat and all. They're very energetic. They give you energy and they're full of fiber and they help you in actually cleansing the system. So these are the foods that actually helps you in cleansing the system rather than the typical foods.
You talked about buttermilk and curd. I want to start with curd. Is it okay to have curd?
Good question, huh? Because curd tasir se garam hai. Okay, it is acidic in nature. So if you just eat like a pith body, if it's just eating curd, wo all the more acidic bante jayega. But if you add water and blend it properly, it becomes alkaline in nature. So curd in the form of buttermilk or kadhi is good. But curd ऐसे खाने से, I would avoid people with headaches and migraines should definitely avoid curd.
And it's also constipating.
It is constipating.
Yeah.
Exactly. It is constipating. It also gives you loose motions. You never know how the curd is working in your body. But it is acidic in nature. So you should avoid curd. But if you're eating, even I want to note down here is about the probiotic food. Because curd is mostly used as a probiotic.
Correct.
A probiotic, definitely, it is a good probiotic. But even now the definition of probiotic has changed, wherein a probiotic needs to have follow three rules. First, it has to pass the HCl of the stomach, HCl, which is the acid in the stomach. So it has to pass through it. It shouldn't get broken down by the HCl. Second, it should not contain any nutrition. Otherwise, it gets digested in the small intestine. It definitely has to reach the large intestine so that it can ferment. This is the third rule. Okay. So resistant starches follows all the three rules. Now the resistant starch हमें किससे मिलता है? हमें green banana से मिलता है. हमें onion and garlic से मिलता है. All these bypass the HCl and they don't get digested in the small intestine and they ferment in the large intestine so that the gut flora colony, the good bacteria colony increases. And this is how the digestion takes place. So it's very important to incorporate cooked onions.
These are all probiotics.
These are all probiotics.
Okay.
Yes.
Cooked onions, you have
Garlic,
garlic.
chicory root, buttermilk, the green banana, the resistant starch.
And what is the importance of probiotics for the viewers?
Probiotic is something that actually flourishes your gut microflora. So gut, there are trillions of bacteria in our gut, which is actually required to digest the food. So that is very important.
Okay. Since we've spoken about probiotic, I want to talk about gut health. A major concern in today's time, right? And it's the headquarter of most diseases that we know, which are chronic in nature. Studies are showing us that 70% of the diseases today are not infectious, they're chronic, which is again centered in the gut. So diabetes हो गया, diabetes capital तो हम हैं ही हैं, thyroid हो गया, PCOD हो गया, hypertension हो गया, blood pressure, etc. I want you to tell me some of the reasons of why gut health has become such a major issue, and what are some of the foods and the herbal remedies that can help with creating a good gut health.
So first, the reason why आप जो बोल रहे हो diabetes हो गया, PCOD हो गया, thyroid हो गया. See, because of the wrong eating, wrong combinations, sedentary lifestyle, portion control, not syncing with the nature, not exposing to the sunlight, what is happening is your digestion is affected in any which way. So a lot of toxins is getting created in the gut. तो अभी ये टॉक्सिन जाएगा कैसे? वहाँ वो जाएगा ब्लड स्ट्रीम में, फिर वही टॉक्सिन्स जाएगा अपने पैंक्रियाज में, and then we call it as diabetes. वही same cheese, it will go and block the uterus, and we call it as PCOD, PCOS or whatever cyst. The same thing will go into your thyroid and get blocked, and we call it as a
Thyroid.
hypo or hyperthyroid or whatever. It goes under your skin and it comes out as an acne or pimple. So see, different names to the different diseases, but the thing is toxins. And the toxin comes from the gut. So that's the reason we say 90% of the disease starts from the
Gut.
That's the reason we always, the thumb rule to become healthy and to be very immune is keep your gut always clean. And so, and
यहाँ पर आप, I want you to tell the viewers, because हम योगा में we are even more watchful. आयुर्वेदा तो कहता है ना, आप उठते ही पहले 30 मिनट आपको पहले बाथरूम जाना है.
Yes.
योगा में हम कहते हैं पहले 20 मिनट आपको अपना बाउल्स एम्प्टी करना है. एंड पीपल डोंट टेक दिस वेरी सीरियसली, श्वेता जी, बिकॉज कुछ लोग तो कहते हैं हमारे पास कुछ टाइम ही नहीं होता है, फिर हमने डे स्किप कर दिए हैं. एंड इफ यू गो बाय द गूगल डेफिनेशन ना ऑनलाइन, वो कहता है कि you are constipated if you are using the restroom less than 2 times or 3 times a week. मतलब in our traditional sciences तो हम कहते हैं आपको at least 2 बार बाथरूम करना चाहिए, if not 2 times, at least once. First thing when you wake up in the morning, you have to completely empty your bowels. And yoga में तो हम कहते हैं it should be like a water pipe.
Yes.
And there's a trend among a certain sect of the yogis where they'll sit on a little pool of water.
Yes.
They'll use their anal
Yes.
cavity as a suction.
Yes.
They'll suck in the water and purge it through the mouth, and it's squeaky clean. So please tell the viewers the importance of emptying your bowels.
See, emptying of bowels is very important because जैसे आपने यहाँ बोला house, जैसे water pipes, जैसे house pipe है, बाहर एक पूरा pipe है. If you see it is functioning properly, पूरा कचरा, पूरा पानी आ रहा है, सब कुछ है. But have you ever opened the pipe and seen what is there inside? पूरा बदबदा, चिकट, it's पूरा गंदा, पूरी गंदगी से भरा हुआ रहता है. So it is very important to remove the bowel systems, because अगर वो अंदर है तो वो obviously it is affecting your microflora, it is affecting your skin, because वो अंदर की गंदगी बाहर कैसे दिखेगी. So you're not going to see a proper good skin and good hair. So then you can't blame your skin and hair or the pollution and all. It is inside, the gut. So, and constipation is because, as I said, the lifestyle is very wrong. The movement is not there. So typically you need to work on that part to actually clean your gut. And the first thing what I always advise people during the winter season and during the Avla season, please have 4 Avla shots. Don't dilute it. 4 Avla ka juice. Don't dilute it. Okay, just drink it every day. And Avle में एक ऐसा property है जो पुराना जमा हुआ कड़क fecal matter को भी वो move करवा सकता है. Tried and tested, and I'm sure you will clean your bowel system.
Okay.
With the Avla juice. Second is the prunes.
But the Avla juice freshly made.
Fresh, always fresh. Always
not
fresh, not concentrated ones, not that bottle ones. Always fresh. Don't dilute it also.
Okay.
You can even mix kiwi. Kiwi's also got that property, laxative kind of an effect. Second is the prunes. Prunes are also excellent. I get amazing results with prunes. Like 2 prunes after breakfast, 2 prunes after lunch, and 2 prunes after dinner. Again, please soak it and have it. Yes. So these are the 2 things which I typically try to follow them you know, कि हाँ हमारे डाइट में होना चाहिए. Even papaya. Yes, 4 to 5 के बीच में.
Yes.
I don't know how it is working.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
This is my experience of 20 years. papaya मैं सुबह को भी देती हूँ, मैं शाम को भी देती हूँ, मैं दोपहर मिड मॉर्निंग में भी देती हूँ. It doesn't
आप
work.
खुद भी खाते होगे
मैं
ना?
खुद भी
तो मैं
खाती
आपकी बहन हूँ. ये पपीते सारे 3 मेरे ही पड़े हुए हैं. सुबह शाम दोपहर
Lovely.
पपीते.
But I would still tell you,
हाँ.
have it between 4 to 5. I don't know
Okay.
how it is working, but it works wonders with your bowel system. And I tell it to everyone.
But it should
मुझे
be
इसका
a पका
science
हुआ
मत
पपीता ना?
very पका हुआ. It shouldn't be raw. Very ripe ones. And just have a big bowl, like 150 ml bowl of a papita, and it works wonders on your system. If you're clean, then you have a healthy body and an
Perfect.
immune body.
ठीक है. What are some of the more top foods for gut health?
For gut health, especially if you ask me, is the ginger. To activate the digestive fire, we are always told to have ginger with little black salt and chew it so that the digestive fire is activated, and that
Okay.
helps you in your digestion.
Okay.
Second, for the gut health, are the neem and the turmeric balls, which you have at empty stomach. That will completely clean your gut. It has
How
got
much?
that. Just one small
Okay.
marble size balls, you know, one ball neem and one ball turmeric, and you are done. The third is the triphala. It helps to detoxify your body.
How do you consume
And
the triphala?
Triphala, I just ask them to, you know, have it like just half a glass of warm water, mix
Okay.
it 1 teaspoon only, 5 grams,
Okay.
and just drink
Even
it.
kids can drink this?
Yes, kids can
5
also
grams?
definitely.
Okay.
It is very good for their eye health also. Like,
Okay.
you know, you swish
Yes.
pura muh mein dalo, and then
Yes.
triphala water, just splash it on
Acha.
your eyes, and it's an excellent
Okay.
way for strengthening your eye muscles.
And कब करना चाहिए ये? सुबह
Always
या
empty
रात को?
stomach.
First thing in the morning?
Triphala वाला swish, वो वाला empty stomach.
हाँ.
And अगर आप
Consume कर रहे हैं.
especially for consuming for your bowel system, then bedtime is the best time
Okay, before you go to sleep.
before you go to sleep.
अच्छा,
Yes.
ठीक है.
Yeah, and the other herbs and spices for the gut, like if it is bloating, then certain herbs which I advise, or maybe if it's acidity, तो हम fennel seeds वगैरह लेते हैं. If it's bloating, then we add coriander, cumin, and ajwain का decoction. So these are very potent in taking care of your bloating and gasiness.
So when I read about you, na, Shweta ji, initially, I was very, very enamored by how beautifully you've managed to marry modern dietetics with Ayurvedic science, a combination that we don't get to see very often. मतलब हमें पता चल जाता है कि ये डाइटिशियन है, ये न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट है, बट कितने आयुर्वेदिक न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट्स हैं, कितने आयुर्वेदिक डाइटिशियंस हैं? They're very few and far between. So you're really, you know, one of those few pearls who we have in our country who's been able to assimilate the knowledge of Ayurveda with modern dietetics.
Yes.
What are the loopholes in modern diet that is compensated through an Ayurvedic diet? How would you distinguish between an Ayurvedic diet and a modern diet?
Yes. So first, with the modern diets, the problem is they count calories.
Okay.
Right? Ayurveda never counts calories. It only focuses on balancing the doshas, that is the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Right? Even with the calories, I want to really point it out. People should actually understand, because now these Gen Z people are always calculating calories, and you know, they start using the apps and अच्छा मैंने आज समोसा खाया, ये खाया, इतना calorie खाया. But I want to tell you, I studied nutrition 20 years before from a 20-year-old book. So 40 years पहले मैंने apple का calorie, I learned it was 80 calories. Do you think after 40 years apple का calorie वही होगा? No, right? The apple 40 years का calorie जो now the calories are not even updated. This is what I'm
Acha.
saying. Second is that
But
people
why
tell
are
me
calories not updated?
not updated. They're
Why?
really, I don't know. They've really not updated the calories. It is वो पुराना चला आ रहा है. Even these apps are using the same calories जो पहले की book में से, you know, जो है. Nobody has taken the initiative because it takes a hell lot of time to study like 2,000, 3,000 food and updating the nutritional value of all the food groups and each and individual food, you know.
You know, interestingly, I just want to mention here, I was mentioning to you the first time when
Yes.
I came to Bombay
Yeah.
for the podcast with Dr. Mukesh Batra.
Yes.
He mentioned to us that we were talking about the allopathy industry. Antibiotic. The last research that was done on antibiotic was in 1987. Since then, there has been no research on antibiotics, and we continue to take antibiotics. So it's the same.
The same thing.
Same.
The calories also, I had seen it is 1902. Can you imagine? 1902.
The last research
The
was
last
done
research.
in 1902.
Yes.
My
Max,
God.
few things were added in 1911. Can you imagine that? So, the other part of the calorie is why I don't believe is because when people tell me, oh, I follow 1100, 1500, 2200 calorie diet, I always believe कि आपका gut ठीक है क्या to absorb that 1500 calorie diet. In Ayurveda, the thumb rule is to keep your gut clean always. तो जब तक gut ही clean नहीं है, वो absorb ही कैसे होगा? तुम्हारा 70-80 grams of protein भी कैसे absorb होगा? Do you know that? Do you have a proof that yes, you're absorbing that much? You know, so that is the reason I always ask my clients, please, when you're coming to me, don't count calories. Don't even ask me what calorie it is, because now it's all gone. I don't know the calories of the food groups.
You know, even बच्चों को स्कूल में हम जब साइंस टेक्स्ट बुक्स में पढ़ते हैं कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स प्रोटीन्स इवन इन इंडिया मतलब मॉडर्न एजुकेशन हैज बिकम सो डोमिनेंट जस्ट बिकॉज वी वांट टू बी मोर वेस्टर्न एंड मोर मॉडर्न बच्चों को भी ये सिखाया जाता है.
The education needs to be changed, and one chapter of nutrition should be there. Not nutrition, it has to be Ayurvedic nutrition. The real Gurukul system kind of a nutrition. They should know each and every quality of the food group. You know, not understanding कि जो western type का जो आ रहा है ना, वैसे type का जरूरत ही नहीं है. Body does not respond to it well. You know, so one is the calorie. We go back to our distinguishing points. So one is the calorie. Second is that the modern diets always focuses on one food group. Either khali carb karo, ya sirf juice diet karo, ya sirf protein diet, or only fat diet karo. But in Ayurveda, it believes in having 6 tastes. That is sweet, sour, bitter, salty, astringent, pungent kind of a taste. If you see an Ayurvedic thali, it does always have these 6 tastes. So when you have the 6 taste, it keeps all your organs very happy. So this, you know, they work together in sync, and that is how you are very happy. The gut is happy, and so all the food is better absorbed, digested and assimilated in the body. तो लोग जब कहते हैं कि अरे मीठा खराब है, मीठा बिल्कुल खराब नहीं है. मीठा खराब नहीं है. But obviously we need to do in a portion way. Your gut has to be clean to actually absorb it. And the kind of sugar that you use
absolutely
is very important during this
and
time.
Traditionally though we didn't even use sugar. We used
mishri, khadi shakkar, the dhage wali, jaggery. कुछ खराब नहीं था. But at the same time the lifestyle was as such, no? There was movement, there was hard work, and you know, 10 kilometer चलते थे and all those things. So that time sugar is not unhealthy. It's been called as a villain, but the kind of sugar, the portion, all that is, and the lifestyle is actually making it a villain. Third is that in Ayurveda, since I am into that, I believe that Ayurveda uses herbs as the therapeutic properties. I have seen herbs and spices, thode se, even 1 teaspoon, are so potent that they really change the constitution of the body. The way we want to balance our air, water, fire, space and earth.
What kind of spices?
Like for example, there is acidity, then we give fennel seeds. Within 10 days, I bet you your acidity is gone. With the typical kind of a diet followed by it. If you have bloating, then the coriander seeds and bay leaf is what I normally suggest. So next day, people just in 2-3 days, they tell me, oh, my puffy eyes is gone, my water retention is gone. So they are very potent. But and Ayurveda considers the food not only with the nutritional content, it considers with the energetic, the qualities that actually affect the body. And modern science where herbs is just used as a flavor, nothing else. So these are the few things which I feel, and even Ayurveda believes in the digestive fire, that is the Jathar Agni. Whereas in modern science, the concept of Jathar Agni, the digestive fire, is not there. Like हमें बोला गया है Ayurveda में कि हमें सिर्फ 2 meals a day खाना है. Only 2 meals a day. Whereas in modern diets, they always try to do 2 hourly. But we believe that your body, agar sirf digestion karega, when it is going to clean the body.
Absolutely.
It has to clean it also. A clean body is always equal to a very good immune body and a healthy body. So it is very important to clean the system within 2.5 to 3 hours.
So in the COVID, there were studies which were saying that 90% of your immunity lies in your gut.
Exactly. I also want to talk about this immunity when you talk about it. It's like with the immunity, they take all these, haldi ka doodh le liya, ye kadha liya, wo kadha liya. So you have boosted the immunity. You have boosted your soldier cells. But agar usko aap train nahi karoge, when you're not training them, how will they know to fight it? So I always ask my clients, please ask your children to go out, grow trees, play in the sand, first rain shower mein usko bhejo bahar, all these things are required. Be in the sync with the nature. This is how the body soldier cells will be trained to fight.
Yes.
And this is how you will become immunity. Immunity is
Yes.
not in a pill or a kada.
Absolutely.
You need to build it up. And it builds over the years. ऐसे ही सिर्फ 2-3 महीने में या 1 साल में नहीं होने वाला. So I request everyone to go out, walk barefoot
Yes.
if you're walking. All this is required. You need to ground your system. That is how the immunity builds up.
So in yoga, we say that Sadhguru says this
Yes.
rather, that up to 80% of your diseases can
It's in
simply
the
go
gut.
away
Yeah.
if you remain in touch with the earth.
Yes. Very true. Very true. Very
But
true.
वही
You
ना
need to be-
नाम मतलब just to become more western, हम लोग ने चप्पल पहनना शुरू कर दिया. We begun living in high rise apartments. वो population तो खैर है ही है, but we become more modern. हम
Modern.
जमीन में बैठ के तो खाते ही नहीं है, टेबल और
Right.
चेयर आ चुका है. So
Yes.
the entire science जिसको आज हम देहाती बोलते हैं. I come from a military background.
Yes.
तो मैं कई बार लोगों को हमारे प्रोग्राम्स में बोलती हूँ, मैं हाथ से नहीं खा सकती, आपको पता है. मुझे चेक किया जाता है. फोक और नाइफ आपको स्पून से, कटलरी से खाना है. बिकॉज इट्स नॉट द कल्चर. अरे कहाँ से आया है कल्चर?
Culture,
इंडिया का तो कल्चर है
नहीं
नहीं ना,
था.
बाहर का है ना ये तो.
Yes. हमें 5 उंगलियों से ही खाना
खाना
पड़ता है. That is the mindful eating also actually.
My next question is कि we've talked about Vata, Pitta, Kapha. आपने बता भी दिया है कि how I can identify myself as a Vata Prakriti, Pitta Prakriti और a Kapha Prakriti. How do I know what foods are meant for each of these Prakriti once I've identified myself?
Yes. So basically, Vata Prakriti, as I told you, they are very like air, you know, जैसे एक जगह पे थमते हैं तो उनको हमको ग्राउंड करना पड़ता है. So sweet potato, avocados, papayas, bananas, जो heavy fruits रहते हैं, foods रहते हैं, उसको ground करना होता है. Vata Prakriti is also very dry in nature, you know. So it is very, so raw salads are not good for them. They should never have anything which is raw. Otherwise वो खुद के intestine को एकदम खुदर के जाता है. Too much fiber is also not good for the system. They need to have, since they are dry, they need to have very moist, warm food, you know. And so ghee is very good to actually nourish the tissues and nourish the inner lining of the stomach. With respect to agar cereals like carbs bole, तो they need to be moderate with the gluten. Because if they have gas and bloating, तो wheat को थोड़ा सा कम रखना पड़ेगा, and then they can use barley and the other millets like ज्वार, बाजरा, ragi and all, depending upon the season again. And the best oils, if you ask me, the fats is ghee for them, because that will lubricate their joint pains also. And the typical Vata tea, which I would prefer everyone to have, is the cumin, coriander seeds, and ajwain. This will keep their digestion always ticking. Now we go back to the pitta food things. Now, since I said that there's too much of heat inside the body, we need to give them cooling foods. So like black raisins and fennel seeds and ashcot juice. Typical. That's the best food that they can have. Their metabolism is very high. So they can have any kind of a food. It's not necessary to stop anything or everything. They can digest anything. They are the blessed people actually. The typical nuts and seeds are coconut. It's like a superfood for them. Pumpkin seeds are like superfood for them. And and the typical pitta, agar pitta बहुत high हो जाता है, then they should have a tea in the morning, which is made up of rose petals, coriander seeds, and fennel seeds. ये 3 चीज को मिला के बॉईल करो, डिकॉक्शन बनाओ, एक अच्छा सा टी पी लो सबसे पहले, empty stomach.
I have a question here. Many people who have tea early in the morning, so I've heard कि वो भी पित्ता को बढ़ाता है जब आप खाली पेट सबसे पहले चाय पीते हैं. Is that true?
Those are tea leaves that you're talking about. They are dehydrating your system. These are the natural herbs, and it's not a tea actually. It is a decoction that we make, and we don't keep on boiling like a dal.
Correct.
We just have to give 2-3 boils and strain it and drink it. These are the herbal teas.
Correct. So
The
talking about the
typical-
typical tea.
Yes,
That's
the
not
typical,
good, no?
no, that is definitely not good. You cannot dehydrate your system. But since we have married the Ayurveda and the modern science, what we do is typically there are various antidotes in Ayurveda that helps to nullify the negative value of the caffeine. There are many other antidotes. जैसे coffee, people have the habit of putting ghee, fat first. So they
Yeah,
add
what is
ghee
this
and
fat
butter.
first?
No, actually it is not a good concept. हमारे आयुर्वेदा में warm water में हम घी डाल देते to lubricate the system, you know.
Okay, yes.
So for that.
Yes.
But nowadays people start with adding butter and ghee in that bullet, the keto butter coffee के लिए वो लोग डाल के, they used to make it like a lathered kind of a coffee and have it. But that's a very wrong thing that they're having it. So,
Okay.
but what I suggest is, instead of putting all the MCT oils and butter, try to put elaichi. Elaichi is an antidote for the caffeine to nullify the acidic value of the caffeine.
Okay.
वैसे ही बहुत सारे एंटीडोट्स रहते हैं, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल अभी मैंगो सीजन आएगी, सो व्हेन यू कट द मैंगो, यू मस्ट हैव सीन योर दादा दादी, आई हैव सीन माय दादी डूइंग इट, दे यू sprinkle little soot powder and that's a dry ginger powder and ghee on it to nullify the heatiness of the mango, you know. And if there is wheat, my mom, I know she used to add little ginger, grate the ginger and garlic in it so that your gluten is well digested. So these are the certain, antidotes that helps you to actually survive those foods.
So just to summarize, खाली पेट आप कह रहे हैं चाय रेगुलर जो होती है चाय पत्ती और दूध वाली चाय को खाली पेट नहीं पीना
बिल्कुल
चाहिए।
भी नहीं लेना है। इसमें कोई हर्बल टी ले लो, फिर उसके बाद कोई chew the some black raisins, maybe chew some nuts and seeds, and then you can have your tea and
coffee. इलायची अगर तो हम डाल रहे हैं तो उसमें डालें,
उसी में बॉईल करने के टाइम पे
इलायची वाली चाय जो होती है।
yes,
अच्छा, so this will sort of nullify the
acidic value of the caffeine. Yes.
Okay.
And again, 2 cups of tea is not harmful to the body. Okay, it has got antioxidants, it has got its positive effects also, but only stick to 2 cups of tea. But typical Indian household, I've seen कि उसको बहुत उबालते like a dal.
yeah.
That is wrong. So first you make the black tea, switch off the gas, add 2 spoons of milk. That's it. Then you enjoy your tea. This is what I allow people to do.
ठीक है। कफा प्रकृति,
Kapha Prakriti, as I said, the metabolism is really very sluggish. So my first go-to thing is that in 1 liter water, I'll give them to put little cayenne pepper to boost up their metabolism, and then ask them to please drink it throughout the day.
Okay.
They have a lot of water retention. So celery cucumber juice is very handy. It's very good because it gives them a diuretic effect. Right? They have to be gluten-free and dairy-free, because otherwise if you're having it, it makes the metabolism all the more sluggish.
also they are prone to respiratory issues.
Yeah, very much. They are very prone to respiratory as well as lots of congestion, mucus forming things, and a lot of headache, migraines. Yes, they
So
have.
the dairy can amplify that.
Yes, yes. And the typical oils which I would prefer them to is mustard oil and sesame oil, but in a very low quantity, not much.
Okay.
And the best superfood for them with respect to this is Brazilian nuts and almonds. That works wonders with them.
आपने ग्लूटेन की बात करी है from time to time.
Yes.
And there's a lot of conversation that's happening around how gluten is not good for you. I want your understanding on that.
No.
हमें क्या ब्रेड चपाती एकदम छोड़ देना
नहीं,
चाहिए?
बिल्कुल भी नहीं छोड़ना है. See, over the years, wheat has really changed. All right, but you know there is like a person will follow the crowd. आँख बंद करके बस लोगों को follow करना है. My friend stopped wheat and it has helped her to lose 10 kilos, so it will help me also. No, what I have observed since years that after going gluten free, I have seen a lot of hair fall in people, thinning of the hair, volume is decreasing because we need gluten for your hair. So typical that is the reason. You need to know the prakriti of the person. And I would still advise just to have 2 to 3 times in a week to have gluten. और अगर आपको digest नहीं हो रहा है, as I told you, add the antidote of ginger and garlic. But please do have gluten at least once or twice in a week.
In what form?
Either in a roti form, but not the breads and because the kind of yeast and the kind of
Not the maida
preservatives.
bread,
No,
right?
not the maida, not the refined one. We want just the whole wheat.
Okay. Whole wheat or multigrain wheat?
Multigrain, again, this is a concept which people follow, which I would love to not recommend them, because multigrain is something wherein you're mixing too many flours together, which will not work with the system.
Yes.
So only wheat ही लेना है with little ginger and garlic, and just have 1 or 2 rotis, and that's it. You are done.
And the bread can also be whole wheat.
Bread, whole wheat. But it has to be a proper, typical whole wheat, or a sourdough bread, which is gluten-free breads. You can enjoy them also.
आप एक herbal remedy बताइएगा constipation के लिए, mild and chronic, फिर acidity और bloating, because I think these are the 3 very common problems.
Ones. Okay, first we start with bloating.
Yeah.
The first thing that we give is 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds. Okay, we boil it like for 2 to 3 minutes, and then we strain it and have it. Never ever have overnight ones with the Vata Prakriti, because they start getting fermented. So वो fermented चीजें हमें नहीं लेनी है for the Vata person. So always have it early in the mornings. Second, with the acidity, the first thing that I do is 8 black raisins, which is again soaked, and have it. Again, you also mix 1 tablespoon of fennel, 1 tablespoon, fennel seeds, which is again overnight soaked through the water, and just chew along with the raisins. These are the 2 things which really works wonders on acidity. The third one is constipation. For the constipation, as I said, I'm more into Avla, papaya, and prunes. These are the 3 go-to kind of my constipation tips.
For constipation, even that day when we were talking on call, I mentioned we were looking at the statistics. The laxative industry, $6.89 billion is the laxative industry. And people don't know what they're doing to their systems when they're buying, over-the-counter laxative medicines. So that is a complete no-no, right?
Very much no-no. Definitely no-no, because along with the laxatives, your good bacteria are also flushing off.
Yes.
And you cannot afford to lose your good bacteria. Even the pro and the prebiotic, ठीक है, आप ले लो वो white powders जो आते हैं, आप ले लो pro prebiotic, ठीक है, good है. But frankly speaking, it's not always the bacteria also. You need something that actually activates your HCl, your bile juice, your pancreatic juices.
Right.
That is very important to take care of your constipation. So this is how we have to have it. And even, the biggest mistake is that people eat more than 80% of their capacity, which they are wrong in doing it. जैसे हमारा size of the heart is a fist.
Yes.
The size of your stomach is only this much. हमारा body इतना ही खाना digest करने के लिए उतना ही bile juice और pancreatic juice और HCl juice को secrete करता है. फिर जो excess है वो it's deposited as fat and it's just inside the stomach and इसलिए वो ferment हो जाती है और इसलिए आपको ये सब problems हो जाती है. But आजकल हमने क्या किया, हम खा के हमारी stomach की elasticity increase कर देते हैं.
अच्छा.
So the surface area increases and that's the reason हमें भूख भी ज़्यादा लगती है. So when I give a diet, my main focus is to shrink their appetite.
Okay.
I shrink the appetite by third and
the
the
stomach
fourth week.
also shrinks?
You have to shrink your, it's an elasticity, it's an elastic bag. आप खा के उसको बड़ा कर दिया है तो ना मुझे उसको shrink भी करना है. With the right correct manner, right? So basically हमें इतना ही करना है ताकि हमारी body उतना digest कर सके.
Last segment. So this is a segment where we are discussing some very common health issues. So very quickly, I want to know from you, number one is sleep disorders. So research tells us that 55% of Indians are not getting enough sleep. 20% shared that they have a medical condition like sleep apnea or something which is preventing them from sleeping at a stretch. और मैंने देखा है बहुत सारे youth के साथ ये problem होती है कि हम एक साथ लंबे टाइम तक सो ही नहीं पाते, बीच में हमें उठते रहना पड़ता है. Another some few percentage people said कि हमें या तो बाथरूम जाना पड़ता है, हमें प्यास लगती है या हमें सपने आते हैं. तो very quickly, what are some of the remedies that I can take naturally? ना कि sleeping pills, because हमें पता है वो पूरा cycle it goes into a different space. What are some of the natural remedies that I can do to have a good sleep cycle?
The first thing is get exposed to the sun. 20 minutes.
Achha.
Free mein hai, that does not mean it's not going to work. The first thing. Why? Exposing to the sunlight. When you expose to the sunlight, it suppresses the melatonin production.
Okay.
All right. So during the daytime, the melatonin is suppressed, and during the night, it is definitely going to come out, and it increases the quantity. So melatonin is what? It's a hormone for a wake and the sleep cycle. So जब ये night को ये ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, तो obviously you will get a good sleep. What I've observed among the Gen Z people also, that they work out a lot later in the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So at that time the cortisol level increases. So this is how the melatonin level decreases, and so you become overactive, and that's the reason you don't sleep on time. And that's the reason you're too much on your mobile, your gadgets, so that is again going to affect you. I always ask my people, don't go through your gadgets, start reading a book. As soon as the fingertips touches the paper, you go off to sleep. The other natural remedy is massage your foot with sesame oil and press those 10, you can find it on YouTube, the 10 points, which will definitely, maybe it will take it's all these are natural habits, right? So it will take 1 week to give you the result, but short the result is there.
Okay.
The last remedy I want to suggest about this is take pinch of jaifal.
Okay.
Pinch of khaskhas. Soak it in like 2 tablespoon milk. Add 3-4 केसर and थोड़े से 5-6 black raisins. फिर उसको 2 घंटे के लिए सोक करो, फिर उसको घूट लो थोड़ा सा. Okay, don't मिक्सर में ग्राइंड मत करो, थोड़ा सा उसको घूट लो, and then just eat it 2 hours before your bedtime. You will get an amazing sleep.
Acha, wonderful. Talking about vitamin D, since you mentioned आपको sunlight लेनी चाहिए to get a good sleep. Vitamin D की इतनी problem क्यों है इंडिया में जबकि इतनी sunlight है? what are some of the ways through which I can naturally increase my vitamin D?
हमें ऐसे बोला गया है कि हमें सनलाइट से विटामिन डी मिलता है, but that's wrong. हमें सनलाइट के विटामिन डी के पैकेट्स नहीं मिलते कि हमारे बॉडी में विटामिन डी होता है. It is when you are exposed to the sunlight, the underneath the skin, there is a cholesterol that becomes active.
Okay.
That will activate or increase the production of vitamin D.
Okay.
Alright, so the cholesterol level has to be there, and that comes from ghee, your good fats. So nowadays, if you see in the 90s के जमाने के लोग, उन्होंने घी completely बंद कर दिया. तो आज के सबके reports, blood reports में vitamin D is always less.
So ghee is something that
or any good fat, like a coconut oil or anything of that kind is very much required in your diet. Please don't stop your ghee or coconut oil in your diet. That will help you to actually pull up your vitamin D. And body has got the capacity to actually increase the vitamin D. But nowadays, we need to take a little, because vegetarian sources में vitamin D बहुत कम रहता है. Sometimes it is mushrooms and all, but certain Vata Prakritis cannot have mushrooms in their diet, So I have to supplement it through the supplements. I'm not a good fan of supplements, frankly speaking. But जैसे diet is a major one. जैसे हम एग्जाम लिखते हैं पूरा पेपर तो लिखते हैं, पर हमें कंप्लीट करने के लिए एक सप्लीमेंट चाहिए. वैसे ही हमें हमारा डाइट मेजर है, बट जस्ट टू कंप्लीट इट आई समटाइम्स यूज दीज सप्लीमेंट्स. बाय द एंड ऑफ द session or by my end of my consultation, I make sure that these supplements are removed under my observation.
Correct.
But yes, there are certain supplements which I require and I use it. But vitamin D, to activate it, please have good fat in your diet.
Since आपने बताया ना घी को पहले हमने बहुत उसको we made it the bad boy in the 90s, and अब वो ट्रेंड वापस आ रहा है, especially with the A2 घी and all. नमक के साथ भी ये प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, तो आप नमक के बारे में बताएंगे. लोग कहते हैं नमक is not good, नमक को कम करो.
No, that's a typical, namak shouldn't be stopped, because you need that sodium potassium balance in the body. If you completely stop and have a no salt diet, it is going to affect the sodium potassium, and that's the reason people find chakkar या थोड़ी सी एक blackout हो जाती है. Your energy levels drop by the end of 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock, and then I ask them to have the electoral water, which is again made up of sugar and salt. So namak shouldn't be stopped, but yes, there is a quantity like 5 grams to 7 to max 10 grams max is the normal quantity of the salt that is to be had by the body every day.
This should be the Himalayan pink salt or the
Himalayan
rock salt.
pink salt or the rock salt.
Not the white salt.
Not the white salt, even the Lavan salt during Ayurveda. In Ayurveda, we say Lavan salt is the best salt that you should use.
Okay, wonderful. The last is period cramps. Again, a huge problem. तो period cramps को हम कैसे naturally, क्योंकि हर बार with a lot of women they have to take painkillers. It's almost like become a staple कि आपको painkiller लेना है, because और अपनी मम्मी के टाइम पे तो इट वाज अनहर्ड ऑफ. पीरियड क्रैम्प तो पेरेंट्स को से कभी था ही नहीं. तो आजकल की जनरेशन ऑफ कोर्स वी आर डूइंग समथिंग फंडामेंटली रॉन्ग, बट कैसे इसको ठीक करें नेचुरली?
फर्स्ट रेमेडी फॉर द पीरियड क्रैम्प इज ब्लैक रेजिन्स एंड केसर वाटर. ओके सोक इट ओवरनाइट 3 strands, ज्यादा मत लेना. जस्ट सोक इट इन द not the black raisins, I'm very sorry. Soak 3 kesar strands in 200 ml glass water with red raisins, 8 to 10 red raisins in the glass of water, and just have it early in the morning.
Okay.
Second, whenever you get your periods, 15 days before, start having banana. Banana is excellent to take care of the muscle cramps.
What kind of banana?
The normal medium-sized banana. Nowadays, elaichi also was very good, but nowadays I don't know वो क्या बनता है, क्या करता है. When you eat the elaichi banana, it's very powdery. So I don't allow people to eat elaichi banana nowadays. So medium-sized bananas are excellent.
Okay.
आपको ना ये बहुत बनाना सुनते हैं तो इसको आपका ना पावर अंडर एस्टिमेट करते हो. But trust me, banana is excellent for your period. Bet you on that 15 days before and you see it.
Wonderful.
Right? Second is that as a breakfast, I would advise you to have 1 tablespoon of methi sprouts, which is steamed. 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, 5 black raisins, 3 walnuts, 3 almonds, 1 Brazilian nut, and even 1 tablespoon of coconut. Okay, सबको soak करो overnight, and then next morning just chew these seeds and nuts and coconut and all. Sure shot your period pain will go.
Wonderful.
In 1 month.
Wonderful.
I bet you on that.
Okay, wonderful. In the last, some of your favorite Ayurvedic self-care tips.
The first thing is wake up early.
Okay.
Go off to sleep and wake up early. Second is oil pulling. Oil pulling is very important because tongue is like a suction pump. It removes all the toxins from the various organs. So oil pulling is very important. The third is nasal cleansing, okay, which is like यहाँ से पानी डाला वहाँ से हो गया. So that keeps you away from your congestion and the mucus thing and all. The fourth one is Shatpauli, that is walking 100 steps after lunch and after dinner. You may find कि क्या है, but trust me, it works wonders during digestion. Fifth is please ground yourself. Walk for 15-20 minutes barefoot on the ground. Having pan. आपको लगेगा पान में क्या है, but पान में that's a betel leaf, which has bitter leaf, katha, chuna, elchi, clove. You know, all that helps you to not only improve your oral health, but pan, betel leaf is very good to, you know, kill the parasitic infection which has gone through the food, and it overall helps in digestion.
तो ये जो किराना स्टोर में पान मिलता है चलेगा?
किराना नहीं, पान शॉप में पान जो मिलता है. सॉरी, किराना नहीं.
उन लोग बोलेंगे सब्जी खरीदने जा रहे हैं. तो जो पान शॉप में मिलता है वो चलेगा पान?
Yes, definitely.
With all the filling in it?
No, the मीठा पान नहीं. हाँ. मीठा पान नहीं होना चाहिए. Just चूना, काथा, elchi, long and हमारा clove.
ठीक है.
Right?
And when should you have it?
Have it after lunch and after dinner. Okay. Right? The only thing which I want to note down that people with intoxication like alcohol and drug abuse, that they should avoid it. Okay. People with lot of acidity should avoid it. People with urinary tract infections should also avoid having pan. Otherwise, the rest, everybody can have pan.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Great. It was such a fantastic conversation and one of its kind. I was really looking forward to this and thank you so much. I know you've been busy with your own commitments and schedule and you've managed to make this work. So I'm so grateful and so privileged for this conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for calling me actually here.
It's a pleasure.
I hope the audience really follows it.
Yeah.
Reads more about Ayurveda and जो भी उनके साथ उनसे होता है, then they should follow it.
बिल्कुल. So I think हम, you know, जितना modern हो रहे हैं, we are seeking recourse in our traditional sciences, be it Ayurveda and yoga. And I'm so glad that people like you are actually taking this step to promote our traditional sciences in today's bustling modern society.
That's great.
Thank you.
Yes.
I hope this podcast has added value to your life. In case you'd like to be a part of our online and in-person yoga, diet and spiritual programs, you can join our WhatsApp group below where we post all our upcoming programs and give free tips on health, diet and lifestyle.